Alrighty guys, we have early access hotfix patch number 22. I am currently in game right now. It did come out earlier this morning, but I wasn't available to make the video yet, so I figured I'd try something a little bit different today. Gonna be going over the patch notes and playing ourselves a high roller goblin caves. We should switch over to that real quick. But before we hop in, we will go through some of the new changes in here. So we do have one of the big changes. The friends list is in the game. If you come to the player list, you'll notice there's a friends tab now, a block tab, invitations, and sent invitations. All you have to do is come here, search for your friend's character or their account name, which you will set when you originally log in. You can see mine is the same as my character's name. Come in here, say this is your friend. You can invite them as a friend or to the party. And then once they're on the friends list, you can just click here and they will show up right here on this list. So that's the new friends feature. Some of the other new additions that we have were changes to the high roller leaderboard. I'm currently in Wanderer and we'll be able to move all the way up to Demigod. They have changed how much points you need for different thresholds, as well as how much it costs to maintain it. So this was previously like 800, I believe, and it's all the way down to 320. Also, your points are now split between your teammates instead of just being your own. So if you get Lich kills, or if you get, Ghost King kills, or Skeleton kills, or Mimic kills, those all will count towards your quests. They'll all count towards your AP for the run, all that kind of thing. So you no longer have to like worry about stealing things from each other or last hitting things. The only thing that is still individual is the treasure that you extract from the dungeon. But other than that, it's all exactly like split into a third. So that is the new and updated rank system effectively. Currently I'm in Wanderer. We're shooting for Pathfinder so we can get our exclusive skin, and they've also added some rewards to the lower things. Another new addition that we have is the addition of these green icons for when you have a quest done that you can turn in. So if I come over here, you'll notice that I have already killed the 75 skeletons. So I can turn this in. Another quick update is gold ingots, and all of the ingots only require 3 ore to make an ingot instead of 5. Ingots are now only 3, right? So gold ore, right, at 15 each. If an ingot's going for 500, but you can buy gold ore for 100 each, that means an ingot should be 300. People haven't quite figured this out yet though, so just take that into account. The other thing that they have made some drastic changes to is the trading outpost. Instead of having a ton of really separated things, because there's a lot of overlap on the gear, they now just have utility trade, mist trade, and then your weapons and armors. So you can hop in here and everyone will be posting for every class. Makes it way easier if you need something. All right, I'm a cleric, I want a chest piece, right? You're gonna start seeing things that I believe are not for your class in here, which is kind of unfortunate, but you can come in here and you can go to specific item names and you can be like, I want Templar. And then you can wait and see if anyone's posting that in here. Or for instance, what is this? Mystic Vestments. We can check for any of those. There you go. So that'll make it way easier to find gear, set your slot, set what attributes you want on it, your rarity, etc. I think they should have a checkbox in here for like only show items that are pertinent for my class, something like that. The last new addition here is we do have High Roller Ruins now. So you can now play High Roller as a duo. It'll have a separate ladder, separate ranking thing. If you come look in here, you have Ruins, right? I'm now at the very beginning, whereas, you know, I've made some progress on the other ones. But that is how that works. So we do have High Roller Ruins, super exciting. You can now play duos in that. I think that is everything for the menus that has been updated as far as I'm aware. Let me know in the comments if I missed something, and I will hop right into a game and we can keep going through the rest of these notes. All right, let's go over the rest of these patch notes. They fixed an issue where the after image of Wizard's invisibility did not appear. They also fixed an issue where Wizard's explosion would interact with unintended colliders and cause damage. Fixed an issue where lanterns were recognized as weapons. Fixed an issue where the item information tooltip was not properly displayed when quest items could be cancelled. Fixed an issue where purchases did not register smoothly when purchasing an item multiple times. Fixed a bug with the final Taylor quest. The quest now properly requires 10 Ghost King kills. Credit for the quest kills are now given to all party members though. Barbarian base vigor has been reduced from 30 to 25. Barbarian's iron will perk, which is what gives them magic resist, has been increased from 60 to 100, so big buff there in magic resist. Barbarian's rage skill now temporarily increases vigor by 15. Barbarian's blood exchange skill health penalty reduced from 30% to 20%. Rogue's dagger mastery perk physical damage bonus has been increased from 10% to 20%. Rogue's thrust perk armor penetration increased from 15% to 20%. Rogue's cutthroat skill silence has been increased from 3 seconds to 5 seconds. So if you're a wizard, you're going to be sad for 5 seconds instead of 3, so that sucks. Wizard chain lightning spell damage has been modified. Instead of doing 35 damage to every target it bounces to, it only does 30, then 30, or 35, then 30, 25, and 20. So the extra bounces will do a lot less damage than the initial one. Wizard explosion spell damage was reduced from 35 to 30. Cleric's Holy Light now heals non-friendly targets. So if you miss a heal and hit an enemy with a Holy Light, previously that did nothing, because it kind of counted like you were trying to zap a skeleton effectively that wasn't actually a skeleton. So it now actually will heal the unfriendly target. Warlocks now start with a falchion and crystal ball as default weapons. Warlock's Power of Sacrifice spell also increases vigor by 15. Warlock's Bloodstain Blade spell weapon damage was increased from 5 to 7. Warlock's Bolt of Darkness spell increased from 15 to 20. Their Curse of Weakness spell reduces all attributes by 25% instead of 20. Ray of Darkness spell damage per second increased from 6 to 12, so it's actually doubled. This may actually be kind of crazy. That means with some damage modifiers and stuff, you could probably kill someone in about 5 seconds with like a hit scan beam, which is kind of crazy, but could be cool. Give it a go. The Soul Collector perk, dark magic damage increase per stack, increased from 5% to 10%. So every time you got a kill, you gained a stack, and then when you casted a spell, it would consume those stacks and increase your ability by 5% per stack, and now that's 10%. So that could definitely be good. The anti-magic perk, magic resistance, was improved from 15% to 25%. And then they changed some weapons here. Bardish's movement speed penalty was reduced from minus 50 to minus 45, so you're slightly faster with the Bardiche. Same thing goes for the battle axe. That's a minus 5, double axe minus 5, felling axe minus 5, and Zweithander minus 5. So everything is just 5 move speed faster for all of those 2H weapons than they were previously. So if they had minus 50, now they're 45. If they were already at minus 40, now they're minus 35. And that's kind of how that goes. Other changes. We have the Goblin Caves normal layouts have been added to the Goblin Caves. High Roller. The Ruins High Roller has been added. Elite and Nightmare monsters will be updated gradually. Adventure tier is tracked separately for the Ruins High Roller. Adventure point entrance fees for each map have been adjusted. We have slightly reduced the AP entrance fee as we're seeing less than 1% of High Roller players able to reach the middle rank of Pathfinder. Adventure points gained from adventuring and killing monsters is now split between the party. Adventure points gained from treasure upon escaping are still calculated individually. The curve table used to calculate the amount of AP for a PvP kill has been slightly adjusted upwards, so killing enemy players will give slightly more AP. Added Alchemist and Surgeon quests, so we got a whole new quest line there for both of those. Credit for quest kills are now credited to all members of a party. Items that can be purchased and crafted have been adjusted accordingly to Merchant's Affinity. In general, rare quality crafts unlock at 50 affinity, epic quality crafts unlock at 100, and legendary crafts unlock at 150. Traps and throwing weapons are now available from the Woodsman in limited quantities even at the neutral affinity. Merchants will now sell epic items at the highest affinity. Remove the limited stock for crafting ingots and powders. Reduce the amount of silver coins required for silver ingots from 300 to 120. Reduce the number of silver coins required for silver powder from 120 to 90. I think this is actually really cool. The silver weapons, if you haven't been using them, highly recommend going and looking at it. 90 coins right now will get you a silver weapon, and that's a 15% undead slaying bonus. If you want to do any bosses, if you're trying to get through PvE a little bit easier, all you need is any green weapon and then 90 silver coins, and you have a really good blue that's like borderline purple. effectively. Significantly increase the amount of gold a merchant gives when they buy higher grade weapons and armors from the player. The leaderboard now shows your rank and total score. The trade channel has been streamlined with a single general weapon and armor channel. Added the friend system. Japanese and Chinese languages are now supported again. Due to changes in the file system, the size of files to be downloaded has temporarily increased. We'll sell some items. And we made 328 gold off of that run. So not bad at all. Already starting to rebuild after we got our extra stash tab there. Do have another hat for that. And then I did want to see what that helmet sells for. It's kind of a garbage helmet, but hey, okay, so these are 48 gold now. So finding purple items are actually not that bad. If they're garbage rolled, you can actually still get a decent amount of coins for them. Whereas before it was like 12 coins, woohoo, for 4 inventory slots. Just didn't feel good. So that feels a lot better. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. Alrighty, guys, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.